Hey, good afternoon, Manchester, New Hampshire, and all the surrounding areas. If I seem excited, I am excited. I have my former co-host on here, and she is now a second two-time author, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
And if you want to tell everybody.
Is it on me now?
Yeah.
Most of you probably remember me. I'm Lori Otto. I was Norm's co-host for 3.5 years and left to pursue other adventures, and one of them was writing this book. So, Norman, here is your copy, of course.
You.
I would never not give you a copy.
You signed? Oh, she did. All right.
I did.
See that, folks? But I am so excited. And you're going to be at our event.
I will be at your event,
And
yes.
you're going to be bringing your books.
I
that
will
people
bring
may
some
wanna
books with me,
purchase.
yes.
Okay. And you're going to come and, oh yeah, what else I used to do, you wouldn't it?
It would.
You want to tell everybody?
Sure, Dr. Jodie MacDonald from Nature's Way Holistic Health.
Okay. Mary loves having you on.
Yeah.
She does call
Yeah.
you with a mouth.
I do. I enjoy being on her show.
Yeah.
She's the sweetest.
She's great. And then if you want to introduce yourself.
I'm Peace Asselin, and I do hypnosis and Reiki, and I make jewelry, which I'll be doing at the event.
Yeah. Oh, the event. I am so excited. I really.
Tell me.
This event is, we got a great staff.
Nice.
And you know one of the ones that I'm going to be the fundraiser. Oh, I forgot her name already. Scott, what's her name? The one that used to be the manager of the. No, anyway, we'll get back to her.
You'll remember.
I don't remember. I'm trying to think of her name. Shelley.
Shelley.
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't seen Shelley in forever.
You'll see it there.
I love Shelley.
Yeah, she is going to be a fundraiser.
Oh, good.
Chairman of the fundraising. So it's going to be Manchester Animal Shelters Lost.
Well, I'm just happy we're doing this event
Yeah.
for Healing Paws. I mean, I've been, wanting you to get this done for years now. We've been talking about it.
And you said the exact time when it was going to come into play.
Well, that's
What we
That's
do.
my job, right?
Yeah. She did. She said it's going to become not this year, not next year, but the following year. And it's going to be right around the harvest time, which is October.
Mm-hmm.
So, and she blushes when we remind her, But it is happening, and I'm excited.
I'm super stoked.
We have two vets that were going to be on call for us.
Lined up already, right?
Yeah.
Right.
I think you have to do that,
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. And if I see wobbly or and I haven't been smoking today, so maybe later. But anyways, one of them, we're doing Healing Paws for Healing Paws NH, though. It is an event that you're going to come and give a talk about healing process. And you're going to be there doing jewelry, and maybe you might even be able to do hypnosis.
Piece's jewelry is beautiful.
Oh,
too.
I see that.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my friend is so happy.
Oh, good.
Okay.
That makes me happy.
That was a lot of. Well, you know what? Spirit told me to tell you to do. I looked at 4 different jewelry makers. And he said, and Spirit said, "Why are you doing that? How can we? Me, I'm stubborn.
You stubborn? Oh my God!"
And I said, "Well, I want to make sure I'm doing the right thing." I went to Wander. I went to others. I'm not mentioning names, and she said, "You're going to go back to where I said." I said, "Okay." And he was happy. It was a beautiful necklace. It's a beautiful design. And I'll be blessing it when he comes in again. And you've already blessed it, right? Okay.
I just.
And what I told him was because he needed something to keep all the negative energy from Africa all around away from him. So the way you designed that was perfect.
That makes me so happy. Thank you.
And I know that he has a lot of friends, so don't be surprised if you get a lot more business contacts. Okay?
Thank you for that.
Oh, that's what we're here for, right? To help one
Help
another.
and support each other.
Yeah. If I can't do a reading on someone, I'll send them to Lori, or I'll send them to you.
I don't do many readings.
I would send it to you for healthcare.
Oh, for the healthcare thing, yeah.
What do you do if a man has a lack of sex? What do you recommend for that?
Who has a lack of sex?
Yeah.
Have more sex.
Huh? I mean, you got to get something to get it motivated.
You mean lack of desire.
Desire.
That's a different animal.
I always had the desire, but I always had to come morning and go to sleep,
Either saw palmetto or goat weed. Yeah, there's
goat
things
weed.
out there.
Yeah, but
Look at all the
won't
foods that are aphrodisiacs. You know, you got your oysters and chocolates. Chocolates are aphrodisiac.
He can't have chocolate.
I can't have
I
chocolate.
forbid it.
And
No, he's
and you're right, I
diabetic,
can't.
So he can't have it.
I've lost 30 pounds.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you.
And I don't know how I'm doing it because I am following, my own doctor, But I know, because I can't see people buying Viagra and all this other stimulant stuff. I think that too many people are having heart problems with it, with stuff like this. Hey, you've had a hot-looking boyfriend.
I know.
He won't be there because he'll be saying that. He'll be saying that to you. He'll be okay with that, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, too bad anyways, Her nephew came on, because, I would never pick on anybody.
No, not you. Never.
no,
Never. Never.
And I'm blushing. But the one thing I want to tell you, your business is going to do well, I believe. I'm not going to tell you you're going to make millions of dollars at the event, but I think you're going to do very well.
Oh, at the event?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
And most of the people do, right?
Oh, yeah. I always do.
Yeah, And then I get, that's right. I know why they're not coming. I won't say on here because you didn't even get one person.
Yeah.
You gotta motivate. You gotta want to be a reader. You gotta want to talk. You gotta whatever you have to offer. Or if you can bring in you cook.
Me?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, good. You can bring a dish in for us to serve.
Sure.
Okay. And we had one thing and I followed your advice.
Uh-oh.
And you know how hard that is for me, right?
Okay.
They have to put down what they have for ingredients in the.
Well, just
food.
because we had the first
Yeah.
year, we had a lot of people saying, "Well, what's in this?"
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
So now we're going to make it in case there's somebody might be
Yeah, it's
allergic
good to know in case
Right.
somebody has any allergies.
And,
Right,
Yeah,
exactly.
that's what I'm looking at. And we got a popcorn popper donated to us.
Nice.
And we're going to be offering a steamed hot dog for the rolls or a dinner, I'm so excited I'm getting gas.
Maybe that's why you're not having sex.
That could be too.
Sorry.
Actually,
Family
I've
show.
had-
You weren't asking
Family
for
show.
himself.
and the one thing I have learned, I had really truly learned in this year, not even when you were here, was that I had a lot of fun. And I still went through them, but you know what? If I trust my spirit, everything comes out in the end.
You have to.
Ooh, I could keep my hands in. Brandon will be putting it on there. Get your hands off the mic, you know me. And Brett said hi to you.
Oh.
You knew Brett,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Brett was our cameraman at one time. He had autism, but he was fantastic.
No, he was the nicest guy. How's he doing?
Well, he lost his soon-to-be wife, passed away.
Oh no.
Yeah, so
Aw.
and she had multiple sicknesses.
Yeah.
Of course, a so-called wonderful physician wouldn't take the time. Apparently, she didn't have the right insurance.
You don't want to get either one of us started on that because that'll be
Mary-
a
Oh no,
whole-
we talk
Yeah,
about that.
Mary and I
don't we?
talked about that
Right.
on her last show.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to talk
Crazy.
about it.
That's nuts.
I like that saying, "Body heal thyself." This is why I don't go back to the doctors. They accused me of smoking when I was, and that really upset me. It's been 5.5 years now.
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
I went under hypnosis for it. You don't smoke, right?
It depends on the day. If I'm having a really bad day, then yeah, I will. It's the only vice that I have left. I stopped drinking.
You don't
I stopped
smoke
doing
pot?
other drugs. On occasion.
Oh, okay. Because I don't intend to give that up.
On occasion, yes.
55 years of smoking, I don't intend to.
I'm
You
an
smoke
herbalist,
cigarettes?
so of course.
You don't drink alcohol?
Very little.
Very little. You drink only what? The thing is, people say, "Oh, don't do this, don't do that." You know what? I'm a firm believer, and I listen to you a lot. Believe me, it's a people's choice. I can't say you can't smoke cigarettes because they're bad for you because or if it relaxes you, or if somebody's actually dying, and I don't like seeing them on an oxygen tent.
Yeah, don't smoke when you're on oxygen.
No.
I know too many people have blown themselves up. Don't do that.
Literally?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I've always heard that, but I never
No.
heard that
Oh,
it
yeah.
actually happened.
We actually,
Yeah.
I was working
Oh,
in
my
a
gosh.
nursing home, and they're all getting all them. I gave all of them their medication for breathing and all that stuff. Then I see them flying out there, and I watched one guy just literally blow right up out of his wheelchair.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Tell me how he never got hurt.
What?
Grace of God.
Oh, he didn't get hurt?
That's what I said. He didn't. Nope.
Oh, see, both people, the two people I personally know died.
Yeah, and he should have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he got back. He's, well, I go, no, you're not smoking another one around me. I don't care. I'll get fired, but I'm not allowing you to smoke on my watch. The next time, he says, oh, it happened before. So next time it could. But he wanted to die. And I think a lot of the people that are on oxygen, that's their only outlet and what else do they get, especially if they're in nursing homes.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes me wonder how many of them actually want to die. You know, if they're
Well, that's, it's funny because I was reading a article, must have been about 6 months ago, that because of that, people in nursing homes wanting to die, they're allowing more and more alcohol. And some even have little bars in it, but they limit. You can have like 2 drinks a day or whatever, just to give them something.
Mm-hmm.
Because what do they get? Everything taken away from them. That dignity, that pride. I went to Mount Carmel Nursing Home, great nursing home. And I said, well, it's time for you to get ready to go have your shower, She started to cry. So I said, what's wrong? Because it hurt. She said, I've lost everything here. I said, what do you mean? She lost her right not to have a man give her a shower. I go, no, you haven't. I said, I will find you a lady. Because they still have the right to have that dignity.
Right.
Why the hell I'm talking about nursing homes, I don't know. But that's the way we
Spirit
go. The Spirit always does it, right?
How do we get there?
And Paula said hi to you, by the way.
Nice.
Okay.
Excellent.
And I had an excellent show last week, but one guy, I almost wanted to punch him in the nose. I literally had to put my hands in my pocket. Everything that we talked about, oh, no, that didn't happen. No, he didn't believe that happened. I go, you know what, I don't need this. But he said, well, when can I come back on? I said, well, when the snow starts falling in the Hal Park.
Wow.
You don't have to believe me. I don't care, but don't be, rude about it.
Don't be a jerk about it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a daughter?
Me? No.
With your permission, of course. Who has a daughter around you that you've been pretty close to?
No, I'm not. I just have a nephew that I'm close with.
Do you have a daughter or a niece?
I have a niece, but she lives out west somewhere.
I'm looking at a daughter or a niece or some close friend. She's about 37 years old to 40 years old. And I'm looking at her hat being named. They're going to discover it. It's not a daughter. It's someone close by, a relative or somebody that they're going to find cancer in her throat. Okay. And unless she quickly takes care of it, I know who it is now. I'm sorry.
Who?
Have her double checked.
You said it wasn't my daughter.
No, I don't think it's your daughter, but someone you know.
Okay.
There's someone in this room that knows, and I'm looking right into here between 35 and 40 years old, okay? All right. And it's right in through here, and I'm looking at, it's curable. So I'm looking more, no, it's more at you. Okay, I thought when you could, the 3 would be pushing me right away again. And someone that you may have a pay or a client that may come to have jewelry made. And okay, it is just something about within your realm, not yours. I'm sorry, or yours. So, and they're coming really strong towards you.
So something in the neck?
Yeah, I feel a lot of pressure in the neck.
Cancer or something like that?
Yeah. Thyroid cancer.
Could be.
Thyroid is right through here, right?
It's down here a little
Down
more.
here. Well, I'm looking at it.
But it could be.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
So as someone that it could be a client for you, but you will feel the energy. And so it'll be up to and you'll just, I don't know how you would tell them, but the Spirit will lead you on to tell them how to get checked. Spirit will lead us. Isn't that the great thing about Spirit?
Yep.
And so that too. Okay. But I want to believe that you're going to do very well. Do you have some, doctor, do you have some of these, what do you want to call them? Bags of things that help people to get better?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You have a lot of them?
I have a lot of herbs,
Herbs,
and I
that's
do have,
okay.
I do have some
bags.
bags
Why don't you bring
made
them
up.
to the event?
Okay.
Okay. Then whenever you said you want to give a percentage or whatever, that'll work out great. Okay.
Okay.
And we'll probably book you for like 11 or something like that. Okay?
Perfect.
Okay, you know. And I've also, and this is weird, I've also asked for our event. I've also asked one of my aldermen who works great with me. I love him dealing as an alderman. We're going to have a ribbon cutting ceremony.
A ribbon? Oh, nice. Very
Isn't
nice.
that cool? Because
Yeah.
it is a new foundation,
Yeah.
you know?
Right.
And I'm already getting calls. Well, when can we do that? I said, we got to get everything set up first.
Right.
know?
You have to have your first event and
Oh, yeah,
get some
to get some
funds
money
put
going,
in
so we
there.
still
Yeah.
got to find, we got to buy a phone, we had to be, a lot of money. You were right, it is a lot of money
lot of
for the
money.
time we're doing. Are you a nonprofit?
I am not. However, I have helped somebody set up a nonprofit
you know what I'm
before,
talking
so I
about.
know exactly what you're talking about.
But I'll tell you, I got a crew that's incredible. I really do. Kate isn't with me anymore. She and I have a disagreement. That's okay. I still love her, But I have a woman named Elizabeth Miller, who's my treasurer. Scott's the president. I have backed away. I'm only the founder. I prefer to do it that way. And that way I don't get in trouble with IRS. Again, I have no problem, But I like it that way. I like sitting back, of course. And then I got Caitlin. She's the
I know who Caitlin
secretary.
is.
Yeah,
Yep.
Shelley's
Yep.
partner. Yeah. And and if they decide to get it married, I'm going to give you a call and have you come up and do it on the air.
Oh, that would be wonderful.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
That would be awesome. I
Wouldn't
would do that.
wouldn't that be awesome? Wouldn't
That would be awesome.
And I got, of course, my daughter-in-law designs all the
Yeah.
people, all the art.
Well, she's really good at that.
Yeah, she really is. And but we just got a whole new team. The team that I had, and I'm not discrediting anybody. The team that I had, went me where we are today.
Well,
The
it's
spirit
evolution.
removes what they need and brings in what
Right.
they need. Okay, so you wrote a book.
I did.
Tell everybody about it.
Well, it's We Can Save Her, Mother Earth, Climate Change, and Us. And it's not just about climate change. It's actually it's based off my master's thesis, which was on eco-spirituality. And so it touches mostly on that. And eco-spirituality is not a religion. It's how we live in relationship to the planet, each other, and ourselves. And that's what this book talks about. This book talks about that, I believe it or not, I still know people who are in denial of climate change. And it's been proven the world over. They've just got their heads in the sand. So climate change is real. We need to face it. We need to, accept it. And this book talks about ways that we got into this mess and ways we can get out of this mess.
I'm going to ask you to do something. I don't understand a lot about climate change. If you could expand on that a little bit.
Well, climate change was originally called global warming because 30, 40 years ago they knew that the world was getting hotter. But then they realized that global warming didn't encompass enough of the impact. Okay, so climate change happens naturally on every planet. That the normal cycles of life, and this is where some of the climate change deniers are like, well, it would be happening anyway. But it is scientifically proven that humans have accelerated this process greatly. And it is even thought by some that if we don't start making drastic changes individually and collectively, this planet will burn up by the end of the century. Now, you think about it, it's already 2018. It's only 82 years.
I don't want to be here.
Right? We need to get our act together. Like oil. Oil's a big thing. Now, even BP's assessment last year that they put out every year, British Petroleum, it's a big oil company, they estimate we will run out of oil in 50.6 years. That's not very, and that was last year's numbers. So for all the people who are taking away the the funding for studying this and coming up with ways, people that are gutting the EPA and other critical agencies, they're accelerating all our deaths. It is so bad that the scientists and astronauts are trying to find other planets to ship the human race to. But of the ones they found, we could never get the humans there in time. Mm-hmm. So we need to start making changes. And it doesn't have to be big, huge, drastic changes to start with. It's little changes, like recycling. Because there are people that say, well, recycling costs more than not. But the thing is, we're running out of space. And people say, well, no, we're not. We're not running out of space. You just build over it. Okay. They do that in some places. In Nashua, many years back, one of the schools was built over a landfill, and they started having fumes and debris coming up through the ground. They had to close the school for a long time. And there's a town in North Carolina that was built on a landfill, and just a year and a half in, their yards started sinking, their foundations started cracking. One person found out there was a bus buried in their backyard. I mean, it's dangerous. You can't do that. And all the crap we throw out in the ocean, there are at least 3 plastic islands floating around in our ocean that are bigger than the state of Rhode Island, bigger than the state of Delaware. I mean, it's a huge mass, all because we're lazy.
You get it.
And we have to stop that. We have to stop being lazy. Recycling in most communities now is single stream. So you don't even have to sort your stuff. Just put it all in a bin, take it to the dump. We go once a month or so and dump our recycling. And we've really embraced this because we've got it now to where we might fill 1 trash can a month with trash. And that's because we do a lot of home construction projects. But we compost what we can, we recycle everything we can, and we shop with those things in mind. So we're not buying things with excessive packaging, and we're not buying, a bazillion things we don't need. We also started donating stuff we're not using because somebody can use it. So why have to recreate the wheel again and again and again when I have extra wheels I can give people? So that's what that's why I wrote this book, because obviously I'm very passionate about it. It's something that's important to all of us.
Well, we're starting to make our home bread. I have a bread maker now that was given to me. I'm going to be buying a pasta maker. That way, not only that, but we also know what's in it.
Right, exactly.
Right, and I talk about that too in the book, about the crap we put in our bodies and on our bodies. And Jodie would be a great one to talk about this. The products people put on, most of them are so dangerous.
They're saturated with chemicals.
Yeah. There are even brands of shampoo out there that'll say, do not get on skin, may cause cancer. Okay, when's the last time you washed your hair and didn't get shampoo on your skin?
I use this, what is it called? And now I'm going to go home and look and see what's in the ingredients.
Always read
because I always want to look beautiful, and all that, But I also, like when I used to dress in drag, I had also realized that, like, I won't buy things from anyone.
Right.
Because they use animals to experiment with.
And they didn't for a long time, and then they went back to it because the regulations were loosened, and that just makes me sad.
It is.
We don't need to.
If you're going to use an animal, use a person.
Right.
If you're going to, I think the person is worse than the animal.
Well, then
Actually, they are experimenting on us when you really think about it.
No, they are.
Yeah, that's
genetically
a good point.
modified.
They're actually going to, the last part I was understanding, I believe it was in either England or Germany, then going into the prisons and then doing different types of experiment, when the brain cells are experimental things, and they're not telling the prisoners, which I think is wrong.
That is so wrong.
They're doing that in other countries now, too.
Yeah,
They do it here,
they're
too.
doing that to find out what is creating in their bodies to act the way they do.
Well, how about they just stop putting toxic chemicals into our products and our food, and maybe then, we won't all be getting cancer and Alzheimer's and stuff like that.
I always tell people, if you can't eat it, don't put it on your skin.
Yes.
Because it ends up into your bloodstream.
And that's what my naturopath always told me, and I really stick to that. And the only thing that I do mineral nail polish, which I would not ever eat. I do that, but that's only because I do a lot of construction. And
yes, but if you did eat it, it wouldn't hurt you, is what I'm saying.
Right.
You can't,
Right. Well, that I'm just saying that's the one thing I don't know if I could eat. But even my hair dye you can eat it.
You dye your hair?
Yes, I do.
I used to.
I know. It's
I've
been
been a
green
red,
and
I've been a blonde,
pink.
I've been
Yeah,
a
he's
green,
you
you
think
name
you're
it.
crazy? You
I've
should
done
have seen what he used to do to his hair.
Oh yeah.
Holy
you
cow.
I went to a class reunion to the bleach blonde, honey. I mean, really brighter than your blonde, let me tell you. And I had a beautiful baby blue high heels and a baby blue leather jacket and pants, and I'm trucking around there. Nobody knew who I am. I'm going out being rude. Not that I ever would be rude.
You
know,
rude?
no, yeah.
I find that hard to
No,
believe.
And I went to the lady who was the queen of the ball, the prom, and I said, "Oh, honey, did we eat too many bonbons?" And she didn't know who I was. She was on trucking around there, drinking a couple of martinis, insulting the principal because he's the one that wouldn't allow me to go to college, but I had to go back to school and the other. But karma does pay back, believe me. I'm walking out by the pool and I slip with a heel. Have you ever slipped wearing a high heel? Oh, God, it's uncomfortable when you slip, you know. And I had
Served
the high
you
one.
right for
Yes,
being
it
rude.
did. I fell into the pool and my hair turned lime green. You want to see somebody running to the hotel room in a hurry?
It turned lime green right away.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Because of all the chemicals in the pool.
50 years ago. Over 50 years ago.
Boy, Carmen was in. Nobody was here to see me, so I was okay with that.
Oh, man, it would have been a better story if everybody had seen you
Yeah,
laugh.
well, I'm sure people did, but I was just, So it didn't take me long to check out of the hotel and fly back to California and get my hair back.
Boy.
I've had my hair dyed so many times. My daughter-in-law used to love dyeing my hair. She gave me a perm one day. Talk about a retired-looking old granny. Let me tell you, my perm was so tight. I said, it's not supposed to last. She did it, so it had to last me 2 weeks.
So you are laden with toxic chemicals.
Yes.
No, she didn't put any chemicals in, just water. Because, something else, just to make it home because you still go to school. And so I just wanted it for like an overnight. Oh, my God, I look like an old retired auntie. Oh,
Well, but with all the dyes she used back then and stuff, Jody's right, chemical city.
And you know what? Well, since I gave up dyeing my hair and all that, I have felt so much better.
And we do. When we are conscious of what we put in and on our bodies, it's amazing the difference you will feel in your health. And, like, again, anyone having issues with this, go to one of these two ladies. They can help you with that because it is so important. And people just don't realize it. I mean, I have an extremely obese brother. And the doctor keeps saying, well, your numbers are okay. No.
You don't tell them that.
The new study, right, you don't tell him that. You tell him, stop smoking, which he vapes. He thinks he's made a big deal.
That's worse.
Right.
Yeah, it's much worse.
Can't convince him of that.
Much, much worse.
It's like, dude, love yourself enough to care about yourself. And it's those little steps that you have to take.
It's like when I got sober, one day at a time.
Right.
Day at a time. I can't say I wouldn't like to go out and have a drink. I'd love to have a nice, the nice smell of that Canadian Club with ice in it, or that nice smell of the tequila. Not the cheap, but the nice
Of
smell.
course. Good tequila, obviously.
Yeah,
But see, I think if you went now, it would really turn your stomach.
Oh, yeah. And knowing that, I don't want to go back to where I was.
Right.
I love almost being 23 years sober.
And you
you'd have
should
to
be
break
very
that
proud of
record.
yourself.
I am very proud of Scott's been 22 years, 23. Scott and I get together next month, but 22 years.
I know.
We will be giving you a call.
Yeah, I've been hearing that for 4 years now?
So, give us a background on what you do and how you can help people.
I educate and I advise people on how their body heals. On how their body heals or how they can heal their own bodies. I do not treat and I do not cure. The clients themselves do it themselves. I just give them tools to do it. So
I love the way you said that.
I use herbs. Herbs help at the cellular level.
You mean the kind you smoke? The kind that you smoke, herb?
Well, I don't have any of those in my office.
Oh.
But yes. I am an herbalist, so, but they go in, at the cellular level, they pull out all the toxins out of the cells and they help flush it
And
out.
help Scott, the stuff you gave Scott, it helped him and helped myself.
Nice. Let me know if you need any more, because I
I
can
will.
always make up some more.
Yeah. You know, and you're gonna bring some of those into the event.
I could,
I
yes.
think that would be cool.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so don't worry about the book. Just bring in what you have and whatever you
Okay.
sell or whatever. You know, okay. So, and if I came to you, I'm a neurotic anyway. So not that anybody would ever know. You know.
Excuse me.
But I come to you and I go, oh, my head hurts, or oh, my back hurts, or oh, my leg is hurting. And I come with you all these aches and pains and all this other stuff. That probably 9 times out of 10 is.
She'd tell you to stop pole dancing.
That's right.
She'd tell you to stop pole dancing.
Oh, I can't do that. But you know, like what is that term I want to use? A hypochondriac. How do you handle someone who really doesn't have all these things?
Well, when it comes to, natural, even herbal therapy, which is what I use for most people, I put them on herbs. It doesn't matter whether they're hypochondriac or not, because it's going to help them regardless. They're going to feel better, even if they're not really having all these aches and pains. They're going to start feeling better anyway.
Right.
Oh. So I can continue my pole dancing?
Continue your pole dancing. I'll just have to give you some extra herbs for that.
All right. And now, you do hypnosis? Okay. How long are your sessions?
An hour.
An hour?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If someone came to you at our event and wanted to have it done,
I wouldn't do it.
you wouldn't do it?
No, unless we had our own private area.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to have as many private. The readers we have in private rooms, maybe 3 in a room.
Yeah, I would do
But-
it for an hour in a private room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could always find you a private room.
Except if I had a table, I wouldn't want to leave my table
Yeah, that's true.
with the jewelry.
Okay, well, I have a hypnotist. That comes in, and he actually does a pretty good job of hypnosis. He kept me from smoking. Well, I kept myself. He just gave me the suggestions.
Yep.
And unfortunately, I had to learn the hard way not to have him on my show again. Sometimes I'm a hard person. Okay, one of the things I know that you can do, you gotta open your mind, your third eye a little higher. Okay.
Me specifically?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know that you can do a lot of meditation, teaching. You teach it now?
I do, yes.
I'm sorry?
Mhm.
You do, okay. But you need to go within your own self a little deeper, okay? Because you got to start saying, if I'm going to teach, and I've had to learn this the hard way. I don't have an ego, well, anyways, almost don't.
Should have brought some water.
But one thing that we do is you could have a little more ego.
I could have a little more
Yeah,
ego.
you should have a little more.
I need
Everybody
more ego.
needs to have ego.
Well, ego's a tool, so
Yeah.
you need to have more confidence. Is
Right.
what you need.
Gotcha.
Less ego, more confidence.
Right there. Yep.
This one?
Yeah. Hello, welcome to North Community Corner.
Hello, hi Jody, hi Norm, hi Lori.
Hi,
Hey,
Mary.
Mary.
Yeah, peace. Yeah.
Yes. Hello, everybody.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, Mary, I got a book. I got a book.
It's okay.
Huh?
I got a book from Lori.
Yes, I see that book.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Lori.
Thanks, Mary.
Yeah. And she's going to be at the event. Isn't that cool?
Yes, it is.
So, how are your kitties doing?
My kids are doing pretty good. I just had my Ladina there.
Yeah.
She was just sitting with me until I got on the phone. She doesn't like me talking on the phone.
Oh.
So she runs away
Yeah.
when I talk on the phone.
How about Crystal?
Crystal is sitting down over here watching TV because she loves TV.
She really does. She actually sent me a picture of Crystal watching us on
I've
TV.
seen a picture
Yeah,
of Crystal
you did,
watching
didn't you?
TV.
Yeah. Isn't it cool to have Lori back here? Only in a different seat, though, huh?
I know.
Mary is in charge of all the bake sales and food sales. So when you come in, you check with Mary when you bring whatever food you want to bring or something like that, and she'll let you know. Right, Mary?
Yeah.
Yep, I'm the cook.
Yeah,
She's
the
done
cook,
a great
yeah.
job.
And
every
we
day.
had a great meeting, didn't we?
Yes, we did. Everything come up real nice, and in Pacific, when everything is done.
Yeah, so how is are you having breathing problems today, Mary?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I didn't go. I didn't go out anywhere today at all.
Yeah, because I see a little congestion there.
Yeah.
Okay. What would you recommend for congestion?
For congestion,
Yeah.
either eucalyptus or some peppermint, or there are some other herbs and stuff that I put together specifically for breathing problems. So
See, that's why I want you to bring some of that stuff in so that when you give your lecture, we can help you to sell some products. Okay, you know. And
Yeah, the dampness gets to me.
yeah, you know. And Mary, you know that if you want to, we can come in the night before. Oh yeah, you guys can come in the night before to
Okay.
set up if you want. You know where the church is, right?
In Manchester?
Okay, you know where. You know
It's
where
on
Union Street is. I'll write it down.
It's pretty
I think,
easy.
yeah.
I see the address right there.
Yeah,
so
669.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just
Yeah,
plug it
okay.
in,
Yeah.
And Mary, if you want to come and pick us up, we'll come. We can go in early and set things up.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah. Okay. And you keep on doing the good work. And I hear you had Jodie on quite often, huh?
Yeah, I do. I try to get her on once a month. In fact, she's coming back on
the 18th, I think.
18th of this month.
I won't tell you on the air what
Yeah,
she's.
and
Mary,
people, I keep, like you, people don't want to call in, but they'll call you,
yeah.
and they'll ask me, and then I ask Jody. Hey, I got your name right again.
There you go. Hey, yeah, you did. See, now you can invite Lori as an author.
I'm on the next week.
Yeah.
I'm on the
Oh.
25th.
Oh. See?
Yes, sir.
But Mary, I won't tell you what Dr. Jody says about you.
Let's see, that's the weekend of, what is it? Yeah, that's almost Halloween.
Yeah,
Yeah.
almost.
Before Halloween.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I won't tell you what Jody says when you're not there.
Uh-oh.
She says the same thing I
Not
say.
that I would
You're
instigate.
amazing, and we love you.
We
Right.
do.
I wouldn't say anything. You know, I wouldn't instigate, Mary.
No, you
I know,
never.
not you.
No, I'm
Never a
always pure and
troublemaker.
Nobody ever believes me.
I don't know
I
why.
don't either, you know. Well, Mary, okay, we're going to let you go. Do you have any questions for these
Alrighty.
three?
No.
And we'll catch you guys
All
all
right,
later.
yeah.
Bye,
Bye-bye now.
Mary.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Her TV show, Cruising with Mary, this has brought her real life, hasn't it?
Oh yeah.
And she has hardly been, remember, she was
Right.
sick for quite
Oh,
often.
there were a couple
But I think
times we
this
thought we
show-
were going to lose her.
Yeah.
It was
yeah,
scary.
So that's life.
I had
I-
given her some stuff in a protocol to follow, and she was actually doing better. And then the last time I was on her show, she said the doctor wanted her to stop everything,
Pull up,
and her sugar levels went back up. And
pull the tongue away.
Yeah, there's,
You have a soft voice.
right, but the medical doctors, they just don't know.
No, they want
And
you to know.
it's- Well, I have to say some of them are getting much, much better. My primary care doctor is more and more embracing using herbs and using, Reiki or whatever, acupuncture, all of those things. And I think that's wonderful because it has to be a combination approach. Because there are times when Western medicine is necessary,
I agree
But-
with that. Yep.
but more often than not, you can avoid it.
It's good. Like the natural, it's good preventative.
Yes.
Whereas, you should go to the doctor, when you're really sick. Emergency medicine, God forbid we didn't have it, kind of a
Right.
thing. But for, if you want to get healthy and maintain health, before you get sick, then, you should use natural methods for that.
I had a lady that was on my show, and she beat cancer. Okay, and she was on the show, Debbie Cross. She beat it. Now she's called. I said, you know what? She has a naturalist. Is that what you call yourself?
I have a naturopath
Naturopath,
certificate.
okay, that's a big word for me. When
Hey,
I say
but
a
you said it. I'm very proud of you.
when I say a big word, I say, Lori, I use a big word. I still use that, even when I'm doing a card reading. I'll play myself. But I'm trying to get her because she is spending all this money to go to Arizona when I know that you could help her. Like, it costs her less money. I mean, if she wanted to pay the money to you, I mean, obviously,
Hey, I'll
we
take it.
count our money this way, and then
But-
we cry that way. And I also want to let people know that when we were going through the stress with my granddaughter, Lori says, keep the faith, keep the faith. And she's doing so fantastic now. She's going to college, part-time.
Yeah.
She's working, and she's
Yeah.
doing a volunteer work at the animal shelter.
Good for her. That's
So-
wonderful.
It shows you that you can be down, but you can also turn it around. You can do whatever you want. Free will. You've been down a lot, have you not?
There have been times where I've been pretty down.
And you want to throw everything in the towel, right?
Sure.
But we'll look at you now. You're climbing back up.
I am.
And you're being on top. You're moving, though.
I am?
Yeah. Do you want to move?
Maybe.
And I'm looking at more towards the West Coast. By towards
Oh,
Arizona.
moving.
Interesting.
I thought just out of where you were living.
And I'm looking at actually in the work that you do, and I know that the angels and your Indian guides, I don't know what I'm talking about, but the Indian guides that you have are going to be moving you more and more and more to the West because they want you to become more and more known. You're a pioneer. Just like Lori's a pioneer, okay, in the work that we do. Just like you're a pioneer in the work that you do. I was actually a pioneer for this TV show, for people to come on and for other TV shows. By the grace of the higher power, I'll be going on 19 years in April. And I look back and I say, oh my God. So that means I was only 20,
Wow.
Yeah,
right?
When you started this show?
Yeah, I was only 20, so
Wow.
I'm 30.
He's
Well,
only
I'm 37 now.
Wow, you really got old since the last time I saw
Yeah.
you.
You've
been
Weren't you only
taking her
34?
herbs.
Yeah. And,
You know, the time warp
are
thing.
we, are we only as old as we want to allow ourselves to be?
Oh, yeah. My mom says all the time she hates old people because she's
Yeah.
only 83.
Me too. Her mother is beautiful. She first came to the studio. I'm not going on that show. I said, okay. I'll suddenly look.
All of a sudden she came over and sat down. Norm and I are both like, did you just swear you weren't coming over?
It's pretty cozy over here. It's got
and
good
she
energy.
took over the show. Didn't
No,
she?
those two, I didn't even exist. Those two
No.
just yap for 2 hours. I'm like,
That's
alrighty. And
She
then she did
literally
it again.
and we had so
a year
much
later.
fun. Then she came on one more time.
Yeah.
That's
With,
so
with
funny.
Mary, right?
Right.
Yeah,
And next
she
time
loves Mary. Oh
Yeah,
my
the
God.
next time she comes up, bring her on my show again if she wants.
Yeah,
or go on
she-
Mary's show because I know
she-
Mary would love it.
They don't go as far away from home as they used to.
Your dad, he's your dad,
Stepfather.
right? Your stepfather.
Yep.
His health is really going downhill. That really is. Your mother, believe it or not, your dad, your stepfather, the way he's good, is keeping your mother motivated
Oh, yeah.
because she has to take care of him.
Yes, she does.
Okay, she has to keep him going. And this inspires her to keep going as
Yep.
well.
Absolutely.
And so I think that's really a blessing. May I use the pendulum on you?
Sure.
I want you to hold it in your hand, please.
Which hand? Does it matter?
Huh?
Does it matter which hand?
No. Yeah, I need your energy. And she's gonna be a hot, rich and famous mama. No? Oh, okay. No.
Okay. I don't want to take the energy.
Good afternoon, Elvira. Thank you. What's your peace? Ooh, already it's acting up. Will peace start finding strong confidence in herself?
No.
I'm saying
No,
yes.
that's a huge yes. Yes.
I'm saying yes. This is going to be a funny one. Will peace have a child? No. Do you want one?
Not really.
See, it's helping you out.
I am 42 years old, too.
So I have a friend of mine. Oh, my friend that you met, I forgot her name. Lisa. She just had a baby, 47 years old. She
Wow.
had triplets.
She was
God
47?
bless her.
All right, so I could change
And
my
she,
mind.
oh my God, she is so elated. You and I were the only ones that ever told that she was going to have a child.
Well, there you go.
So we got all kinds
Healthy?
of compliments. Huh?
Healthy child?
Yeah. Oh,
Three.
they're beautiful children.
Triplets.
Triplets.
Yep.
Yeah.
Her husband, his chest is out like this, you
Nice.
know. And they have a nanny for the children so that she doesn't get overtired.
That's good.
And everybody told her, 4 of the psychics told her, and 3 doctors told her, and all this. I love it when I'm right.
Yeah. You got to.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
You're in a relationship right now, right?
No.
No, okay.
I'd say
Do you
no.
have a relationship coming soon?
Yes, you.
Well, it's unsure.
Because you're unsure. It started to say yes,
Yeah.
and then it went.
Thank you. Is she going to become very well known in her jewelry making?
That's a yes.
You're going to be very successful. Yeah, do you? I mean,
We all knew what
no,
you meant.
folks, I don't go that way.
We all knew what you meant.
I had a lady come and tell me, I see you on TV. I didn't realize you were white and gay. I go, oh, okay. I said, I don't think I know any other color. And I
If
looked
she
at her and I
sees
said,
you, why wouldn't she know you were white?
I guess, I don't know.
Colorblind?
Maybe.
I don't know.
Probably
And
too much alcohol.
What difference does that make?
I don't know.
Almost like the lady that came up to you one day and said, "Oh, I thought you were black."
Yeah.
To
We
you?
went, "What?" No, to him.
him.
We went.
Maybe. I don't
You
know.
wanna
I'm not
marry
going to
this
go
guy?
there.
It
I'm just
really
gonna,
matters. It just seemed they're odd comments.
Yes and no.
Yeah, but you're living together now?
Absolutely, yep.
How many years?
Going on 14.
Okay, so you're actually married spiritually.
Spiritually, yes.
Will Dr. Jodie have her own TV show very shortly?
Is that a
Thank
yes?
you.
That's a yes. Yeah.
Is she a procrastinator?
Sorry.
I'm working
Thank
on
you.
that.
That was a great big yes. That's cute.
Will she and her boyfriend or spiritual husband walk down the aisle? Nope.
Well, which aisle? The aisle in Walmart.
Okay, you want to go? Okay. Now, the wedding
Oh, that was
aisle
a good question.
of marriage. No.
Nope, we're perfectly happy just the
You
way
have a
things
child?
are. I have a son, yes.
How long?
27.
Are you disappointed in him?
Some days, yes.
Actually, your son is very happy.
Really?
Yeah. Her son's going to be, will her son ever meet his mother's approval of happiness? Going around the circle. And it's saying no. Then we're doing the
Do it,
cards.
big guy. See what you got.
All right. I actually see you going on 2 talk shows besides this one.
Besides the one, Kevin's and yours, and Mary's.
No. Kevin who?
Kevin Ross Emery
Oh.
and Mary
Oh, yeah.
and Mary.
Thank you, Elvira. Elvira, will Lori be very famous and go on 2 different popular talk? Ooh, all right. I don't even have to ask the question.
Oh, from your mouth to God's ear.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Thank you. Will they be moving out of this area soon? No.
Nope.
Will she be rich and famous?
Now break it up. Will I be rich?
Will she be rich?
That's all I care about. I don't need the famous part. Show
Money,
me the money.
is money that important to her? See how I say no?
I know money's not. I'd still like to have a lot of
Oh, we want to be comfortable.
Right? I'd see
You
that's
know.
the thing. I want to be
That's
stinking
cool.
rich. I just
That
doesn't
was
really matter
a
if I am.
pendulum, folks, and I did not move my hands.
No, no.
We allowed the spirit to move it. One day I was doing on doing a reading on a lady. My hand was just shaking like that. That's how strong the
Wow,
is.
that's crazy.
Okay?
Yeah, I love
You've
teaching
got to get
people
more
that.
into your hypnosis now. And the more you get into your hypnosis, the more confident you're going to feel.
For herself or for with
I would
clients?
hypnotize yourself first, and then that way you can go in there with a suave, I am here, baby. You know, just go with that, that type of attitude. Don't go with a pompous attitude like I used to have. Believe me, I used to.
Don't want to go that route.
Oh no, I used to have a very pompous attitude. I was, in fact, when I first started my TV show, I can remember when I would not associate with the other readers.
Oh,
I'd
you
go
haven't
into a
heard the
room.
story of what a.
I'm sorry?
I'm just surprised I haven't heard the story of what a word I can't use on TV you were when you first started your show, because you've told this story numerous times.
Oh, the ego that I had? Oh, yeah. And I should just say, like, I was in a room, and I would not talk to the other readers or the other vendors. I was the star, okay? And guess
You
what?
were on a high horse, huh?
Oh, I was way up high. I was a John Edwards in the making. But John Edwards awful fell, okay? So I was looking in the mirror one day, and the mirror said to me, "Who the hell do you think you are?" I go, "What do you mean?" And he said, "You're acting like this. You're not the star." I go, "Whoa, whoa." I mean, that really got to me. She said, every one of those people, Angie, does you, Matt Connaughton, a couple other people are all on the show. And I went and I looked in the mirror, and I kept looking. I go, "Well, what about me?" You're nothing. Talk about a trip, the low ego, And you know what? I had to come out. I had to pour a cup of coffee because I was shaking so badly. But they were right. So I go out into the studio to finish doing my show, and I said, "I have something to say." And they're all going, "Oh, here we go again." And I said, "I have come through my spirit to tell everybody I am not the star." And one lady said, "That's the first. We're going to put this on the computer." And that's what I learned, how to be humble. Because the spirit could take the show away from me just like that, and could have people not. I almost lost my show until Lori came, and she was my saving grace. And out of the blue, you had no idea I was going to call you. I had no idea I was going to call.
We'd only met twice.
Yeah.
prior.
And
How long were you on the show for?
Almost 4 years.
Oh, wow.
We had a lot of fun, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, lots of
You
fun.
know. And one thing about her that there was somebody about a reader, something that we didn't like, I would go to her first and tell her. Well, she would let me have it, Like we had this one person that came on with Amy. For some reason, remember that lady? I was so negative with her, and Lord, she yelled at me. Then Amy and I become very good friends after that.
Yes.
Yeah,
He
'cause
was.
I didn't
He's
realize
had a few
it.
moments where he
Yeah.
went to the dark side. And
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And she would tell me about it. But my Amy is one of my best readers. Now she comes on. She's going to be at the event. In fact, I am going to do some of the reading. I don't know how well I'll do because I don't like reading aloud. Maybe, there you are. Could you read? This one isn't coming, I don't believe.
This one here?
Yep.
Okay, so the
Right
readers
here. Yep.
for the Healing Pause event will be Norm Moody, Eric Goldberg, Amy Major, Lori Otto, Michelle Finch Beers. Did you say this one's
Paula Clark.
Paula Clark, Caitlin Russell,
This one is going to be an animal communicator, Lisa.
Lisa
Savage.
Savage.
Caitlin Russell's doing readings?
Yeah, doing tarot cards.
Nice.
She's also a secretary.
Nice. I
Okay.
did not know Caitlin did tarot.
And then we got. Okay. Then there's a question mark with her, so we'll start here.
All right, so vendors be Jeff Travers, Peace Asselin, Victoria
Do you know
Coleman.
Who Peace Asselin is?
You having Jeff back?
I need a reader. And then I'll come in. Is he coming? Is he coming?
No. Just remember what happened last time.
I know. Oh, it's not going to happen again.
Okay.
Oh, believe me, it's not going to happen again. My spirit said, give him a second chance.
I'm surprised he's
Okay.
back in here.
Ron Blaze, Carolyn James.
No. And
She's
that
not
one,
coming?
no. That's what I'm not sure of.
Okay. then-
He's an 18-year-old, so I'm not sure if I really want him there. He's the best healer in the world, but we'll see if he shows up. Okay? This lady, she's a jewelry maker. She's
Karen Rockland Ware,
Oh, I
You know
Karen.
her.
Yep, I
Yeah.
know Karen.
Caitlin Warnick,
Yeah, she came on the show about a month and a half ago. Paul Bronson, I'm not sure about. This
Susan
lady
Rice.
is Susan Rice. She runs the sacred place that is for homeless people in Canaan, so we're setting up a table for her.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
That
Ron.
one, no. That one I'm not sure of.
Scott Wells,
I'm not sure about her, but this one is, I have to look at her. She's makeup or whatever.
Marita Bonnier.
Yeah. So we got from Laird Institute, that does massages and teaches and all that. Amy Flack, personal friend of mine, she's coming. She does the scarves and like that. She did really well. This one here, I love it. She's an airhead. I tell her she's an airhead all the time.
That's a compliment to everybody who doesn't understand that.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Airhead's a
She
compliment.
does art. She does artwork. You met her before. Dory's coming to do Reiki energy. Dory, she used to do numerology. You remember
Oh.
that? Yeah.
Yeah.
This one is coming back. She does the paranormal from
Melanie
Maine.
Clark?
Paula. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's the one that we had these paranormals from Maine, and there's one lady, I think it could be her, that the spirit from we had 3 women spirits in here all the time, and she actually came and talked to this
Yeah,
one
it was
lady.
the first time she actually came right up and stood right next to the lady, and we could see her.
Yeah.
I mean, Norm and I could see her
Yeah.
talking to her, and she could hear her, and she's never spoken to anybody before that or since.
And she was very comfortable with
Yeah,
it, wasn't she?
it was very interesting.
And yeah, it was cool. Okay, Christina Sullivan from the Laird
That was
Institute.
really
Marcus
amazing.
Dennis, Renee Gagnon,
Maurice Dennis is coming. I think Maurice Gagnon. No. Oh.
Joan Clary.
Joan Clay. Oh yeah, that's a dog. Oh yeah, we got a dog groomer coming.
Oh, good.
Okay. And this one here, I'm not sure about. That's a new one.
Yeah,
Paul
we
Chris.
also
Yeah.
wouldn't hang out next
Play
time.
and Stay.
So if you know anybody else that's a dog groomer and they want to set up a table, we'll have them send me the info and we'll do that too, because with a dog groomer and stuff like that. But it's exciting. And my friend Joe has given us a really decent price. It's funny because when I went to look again for a different hall because of the parking there, but now we got free parking.
Where?
Okay, and
Where's
behind
the
the
park?
church.
In the school or?
Yeah, in the school parking lot. And
Okay,
we're
so
gonna
we
be
need to
making
make sure
signs.
signs and nobody
Yeah.
steals them this time.
Yeah, and every time we put signs here, somebody would steal.
Yeah, they did last time.
Yeah, so
Stop,
Steal the
put all the signs
signs?
up and somebody went and took them all
Why?
back down. Right, exactly, why?
something different again. So, but I'm excited because I went to one place with 900, another place with 500, and if I want to use the extra facilities, $100 for any extra room or whatever.
Wow.
But so this one, I'm not going to tell you it's not important, but we're going back. Apparently, Spirit wants me to go back because every time I go to that church, I make excellent money for the organization.
Yeah.
I
As long as I'm in the
do.
Harry Potter room, I'm not going to complain. That's all I'm saying.
I'm sorry?
The Harry Potter
Oh,
room.
that's all gone.
Ah, they got rid of the Harry Potter room?
Yeah, thank God. No, I think it's going to be
Loved
where I
that
put you.
room.
And, I'm not sure because they got different changes. Maybe done the whole thing over.
Oh.
I don't understand. Are you a Harry Potter fan?
I used to be.
Are you? Me.
But that room, it was the
Yeah,
energy
it had
in
the
that
energy
room.
in there, yeah.
I mean, whether it was Harry Potter theme
Yeah.
or not, the energy in that room it's just amazing.
Mm-hmm.
You just walk in and you feel it.
And it was gravitating to it. And I did, 22 readings.
Yeah, maybe more.
Yeah, more, at least 22.
Yeah.
I'm not bragging, but I'm very popular there. But I've worked. The thing is, people think that all the when we Lori will tell you, people think that readings that we do, our reputation comes overnight. No, we all work very hard to be where we're at. I've had my pitfalls. I lived on the dark side. You know what I mean with the dark side, right?
Mhm.
Oh, believe me. The guy that was on last week, he didn't believe me and all that stuff. I could tell you stories with my son, too. When I write my book, I've got one page done.
It's a start.
Yeah.
Got to start
Hey,
somewhere, right?
I guess that's some. But I've had this fear, and Lauren, you are the one who'll give me the confidence. I always had this fear that if I write this book, I'm going to die. So I'm slowly getting over that. Okay. And the one thing that you need to do is really get back in. I want to see you be successful with your hypnosis. There's something about that energy that you're holding back. Does that make sense to you?
Makes sense to me.
Does it make sense to you? We just got to get you to say, I can do it. Because in your past life, you were a hypnotherapist. You taught at one of the colleges in England.
In England?
Okay. You are, I got to tell you, oh God, this hurts me to be nice. You know
It
that.
hurts you to be nice?
Yeah.
Drama.
I go into trauma. You are actually a very highly intelligent young lady.
Isn't she?
She really, you have an IQ. That's why a lot of times, did you do well in school?
I did well in school,
Okay.
yes.
But did you also find it very boring at
I
times?
found it very hard.
Yeah. Because, see, your mind was so fantastic with the spiritual world that you couldn't understand what the teacher would, her mouth was just going like that or his mouth was going
For
like
sure.
that.
It's like
So-
being a Charlie or
Yeah.
Charlie Brown.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's exactly it.
You were the same way, huh?
Yeah.
I wasn't really good in school in my younger years. When I
That's
got back to
because,
college,
yeah.
I'm good.
But because you understood far more than what they would have you do. See, the people, I truly believe this, like, I was considered feeble-minded, retarded back in the days, okay? But I also believe that because of what the gifts that we have, that we're far more intellectual, but we just can't put them into the word because then they get weird. So everything that we all do, we've worked very hard for. We're all airheads.
Which is a compliment.
Which is a compliment. So
Oh, yeah.
explain to her why it's a
An
compliment.
airhead is above what people in our reality world is. We are above that. We have the spirit leads us to a higher level of understanding. Okay, and I've had people. Good thing, Lord, I've had people get upset when I say
Well,
that.
it's typically pretty negative term.
Yeah, no.
But she's been, you know,
Oh,
chiming
no, an
in.
airhead, I believe me, the spiritual world is a compliment.
Okay.
If you're not an airhead, I would tell you a downer.
Okay.
Okay,
Gotcha.
so that's when it's not a compliment.
Gotcha.
Okay, because we're in the world, because we have to be, but we're not of the world, so that's why we're airheads.
Okay.
Like when you do your art design, your art design is your psychic ability.
Okay.
You know how things you want them to look, and may not be understanding when you first start out with people looking at it. But it grows into a formation that your artwork, that you're part of your psychic ability. Like when Lori wrote her book, she wrote with the spirit. Okay, and when you do your medicine, you do it with the spirit. You don't do it, so you're an airhead too. Does your husband ever call you that?
Not in those words, but yeah.
But you get the impression, right? Or a space cadet or whatever. You know. But every one of us that are spiritual, like Mary, I call her the airhead, but she's a great. I mean, she makes beings like there's no. She gave Lori a bigger ring than me.
She did. She likes me better. I had a bigger diamond.
Yes, wasn't a real diamond. She had a, like hers was almost twice my size. But the one thing that I do know about every one of us here, when you talk about environmental saving, the climate saving, and all that, every one of us can help save the earth.
Right.
Every one of
Every
us.
one of us.
Starting with you, me, and you, my roommate. Scott is very more self-conscious about the environment than I am, and I know I hate a dirty yard, so I'm always out there picking up too. You wouldn't believe this, girlfriend. I've been mowing the lawn.
What?
Yes, I've been doing manual labor.
Let me see those hands. Aw, honey.
Well, the laying here, I have to put lotion on it right away.
How come?
Well, I actually enjoyed it. I went out and I bought one of those hand push mowers.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Because I don't want the earth, I don't want to power more, because I don't want I feel that the earth has been contaminated enough. So and I'm so exhausted after.
It's fun. I love mowing the lawn.
Yeah. You use the power mower or hand mower?
Well, right now I don't mow the lawn just because I live at a place that has 10 acres, so somebody comes and does it. But
And then
it's
my
fun
dog
to
and
mow the
I,
lawn.
yeah. And then and it's so refreshing. The one thing that, and I know that you do too. You have your coffee out on your deck, right, in the morning.
Out in the garden
Yeah,
area.
you and the
yeah.
dog, yeah. And it's so refreshing just to feel the energy at night. Like my dog decides at 6 o'clock in the morning she's time for me to wake up and take her, and I'm glad she does, because all of us here, every single one of us, and folks, you can do it. And I know you go out and sit on your porch, or if you got or out in your yard or wherever, you enjoy the morning quietness. Listen to the spirits. No, they're not evil. No, maybe you can think I'm going wacky. I'm sure I am a little wacky, but that's okay. But just listen and feel the energy. I sit out by my sidewalk in this way, and Her Highness sits here beside us, and we just enjoy sitting there and enjoying. And then we do it at night before we go to bed or when it's dark out. Do you ever sit out in the morning?
Sit outside?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't it awesome? that peacefulness.
Yes, I love being outside.
Well, I thought it'd be bad for my complexion, but I feel better. I mean, I can't go up to the roaring sun because then I get sunburned very easily, and I'm too beautiful for that.
Yes, of course.
Ask me and I'll tell you, you know.
We all know it.
So, Lori, what's your next venture? What's your next book?
Well, I'm tossing that up, but I think my next book is going to be taking one of the principles out of this book and being more specific on how the Industrial Revolution has led to climate change. Because even though it did bring us, I mean, tremendous breakthroughs in all areas of life, we weren't, the powers that be weren't thinking about the future. They were just thinking about how can we make money and how can we control the masses. Right? That's all they wanted to do. They weren't worried about what's going to happen in 100 years. So they didn't think about anything about poisoning our rivers, poisoning our air, making our ground so toxic you can't grow in it. They didn't think about any of those things. So that's where I think my next book's going to go, focusing on that.
That's where you're going to become very well known.
Hopefully.
Okay? No, we're not going to hope, are we?
Yeah, I know. I trust. I know. I believe. Sorry. I caused a
My
sin
favorite
right there.
word I don't like using is hope.
Hope.
And that's because, what's her name?
Amethyst
Amethyst
Wildflower.
Wildflower says, if you hope, the angels will hope with you. Do you know Amethyst?
Not personally, no.
She's a beautiful lady, but very, very, very professional and everything. You know?
But that doesn't mean you can't have hope.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Just don't,
Just don't sit around me.
well, no. I mean, there's
No.
a difference
You
between
have to
having hope
Yeah.
and then there's and then sitting around going, oh, I hope this happens, and then
Yeah.
not doing anything to go in that
Yeah.
direction.
Mm-hmm.
There's a difference.
I like your necklace.
Thank you, I made it.
See, told you, her
And
stuff's
you
gorgeous.
have a studio or an office or a store,
So I take clients at Light Upon the Lotus.
and you get a monk closer to the
I
mic.
take clients at Light Upon the Lotus, which is in Merrimack, New Hampshire.
But she
And
also
that one,
does
Kim's
sell.
here, Kim Barrett's
that's
part.
Kim
Yes.
Barrett.
Kim's a
She
very
also
nice lady.
sells her jewelry out of a jewelry store in Amherst.
Yes. How'd you remember?
Jeffrey Scott.
Yeah, Jeffrey Scott.
And
That's
her
right,
stuff
Jeffrey
is. It's
You're so
stunning.
good. I had it, and then I'm like, I'm put on the spot. Now I can't remember. But yes, Jeffrey Scott.
Well, my
fine
friend
jewelry.
had, I think she was surprised to say, what do you want? Yeah, and my friend, I told him what he needed to have. He needed to have a sacred necklace to wear, okay? And I had a vision, and I love the way you said it. I had a vision this big old-fashioned cross. I go, no, I can't have that for him. But you made a beautiful cross.
Thank you.
That thing there, and
It was something I hadn't done before, so I really did have to dip into my own creative ability for it, and I didn't even, look at anything for it. I don't know how it came together, so spirit must have been there for sure. And I was pretty
And I had to have an
happy with it.
emerald in it.
It had raw emeralds throughout the whole thing.
And that's what he wanted, because I told him, I'm very blessed with the clients that I have. I now have one coming in from Russia.
Nice.
I always hope he's not with a KBG or something like that, But
Well,
I have
didn't you
expanded him, like you said, And I'm see a KBG and go, oh, Laura, you better come up and save me now. Laura will say, you got your own self into it. No.
Sorry, dude. I'm busy.
Yeah. Well, once again, folks, we are Lori, all three of us, four
All
of us,
four
1,
of
2,
us.
3, 4. All four of us are going to be, 5 of us actually, are going to be at the Healing Paws, New Hampshire. I had to have the New Hampshire because somebody else told the name.
Right.
So we had to read it.
That's okay.
All over.
And it's on October
The
20th.
at the Unitarian something church.
Unitarian
There you go.
Universalist Church at 669 Union Street here in Manchester. 10 to 4. There's no cover to get in, but it's always amazing. The vendors, the food. Get there early if you want some of Mary's baked beans, because they sell out like the second the door opens. So
Right.
get in early. And of course, the readers are all
Of course,
magnificent.
I hand pick every reader. Then sometimes when we just go by it too, but every reader is very cream in the crop, or I don't want them. Okay, because my reputation is always on the line. So this is why I'm honored that you're going to give a lecture. Okay, if I didn't believe in what you were doing, trust me,
You wouldn't have asked.
no. And I'm not, and I'm excited about you doing your jewelry. And I think I got one or two more. But what I'll do is space all the jewelry people apart so they don't come right in there. Because I don't like one jewelry maker here and then one close. But I think that's wrong. I like to space so people can just walk around and see it. Bob's going to come and play the flute.
Oh.
He's feeling better.
Good.
And then I'm planning, we got so much coming on, happening. My friend, now I'm losing my mind again.
Didn't take your ginkgo this morning?
Huh?
No ginkgo this morning?
No. Shelley, there we go.
Shelley, yeah.
And she is she's all excited. And she's our event planner. Okay. She's the one that started the chocolate and wine bazaar for the Maple, for the Manchester Animal Shelter. And I'm not going to go into detail, but wait till you see her. She's lost 140 pounds.
Oh, I see her all the time.
Oh, do you?
On Facebook. We're
She
close
was
friends.
absolutely gorgeous.
Right?
She lost a lot of weight.
Right?
So,
Well, she lost a lot of stress, and that
Yeah.
helped.
you know.
Get stress again. You lose stress, you can lose weight. A
Right.
lot of people's problem is stress. So
Well, I've lost 30 pounds, so I got to go to 180 and I'll feel better. Maybe I'll go to 170 or 150.
Well, like I told you before, I think 185 is a good, healthy weight for you. But, I'm not a medical doctor.
Put my hands on a mic again.
Did they flash you?
Yeah. Don't like one. Hello, welcome to North Community
Yeah.
Corner.
We missed
Okay, call back.
Try again.
Try again. Welcome. Okay.
All right, never mind.
So is this God 4 or 5?
Sorry?
God 4 or 5 talking to us?
4. Oh, no, this is 5. This is a
Yeah.
new one.
Because, he comes after
Yeah,
me.
this is Brandon. Brandon used to be the cameraman before, too. Paul, when you left Paul, he's no longer here.
I heard.
We've gone through a lot of them. But you know who, and I loved it when I was talking
Brett?
to Brett. This man, he had autism. But he could run our camera like there was no tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
And he was very caring. And I'm so sad that his girlfriend, 3 days before they were going to get married,
Oh, my goodness.
she had a lot of problems. But
That's-
she's an angel now watching
Right.
over him. So I communicate more with him all the time,
She's such a sweetheart.
And I believe that we're going to have a ribbon cutting ceremony at the event.
Right? That's what you were saying.
What do you
so
think?
That's cool. I think it's a great idea. Why not?
Yeah.
What time are you going to do that?
Probably just like 10 minutes to 10.
Okay.
Once all our vendors get in there,
Right.
and whoever's in there anyway will still do it. I think it'll be cool.
I think it'd be awesome.
You know.
You said Bob was going to be there?
Yep.
Maybe we can get him to play.
Yeah, while he's doing it, yeah.
While
And
it's
if I can
happening.
if I can remember the guy who plays the saxophone, I'm going to have him come too and do a show.
No, I love sax.
He doesn't speak English. They just got to go through his name, and he keeps it. I would do the reading of it. You're funny. You're funny. And I laugh like that, And a lot of the people, they don't really. So a lot of times I'll have to have an interpreter, and that's the cool part. Because can you speak Spanish?
not as well as I can understand it.
Okay, because you're going to need to learn. Because I do see a lot of people coming from. Do you online selling?
I do online appointments. Yes.
Appointment, that's what I mean. Yeah, and I mean if they want herbs and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. No pot online.
Not yet. Not until they legalize it
Ah, heck.
federally.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you actually. I actually
Federally.
see it becoming federal before it comes accepted here in New Hampshire. Can you imagine? Was it because federal? Because that way there wouldn't be any problem with it. But
Well, actually, they just took CBD off the Schedule 1 list, and it's now like a Schedule 5 or a Category 5 or something like that. So, I mean, it is coming.
oh yeah,
Right.
New Hampshire's so puritanic. They really are with a lot. They really are, and
You
they've
used
got
another
a.
big word.
Huh?
Just want to point out that you used another big word.
Oh, I
You
did.
used it correctly.
Yes, I did. See that?
I see.
What was
Yeah.
the word?
But don't you
Puritanic?
agree?
That's what I thought.
Don't you agree?
Yeah, yes. A lot of our laws are outdated in this whole country.
And all this violence and all this hate, folks. Don't blame the parties. Don't look at each other. Look at your hearts. look at within. Instead of saying, well, I don't like this person, so I'm going to punch you in the head. Or I don't like that person, so I'm going to shoot you. What are you solving? Nothing. The other countries are literally laughing at us.
No, they are. They are literally laughing at us. And, it's not a Republican or a Democrat issue. You have to take each person individually on their merits. And even if you don't like them, violence is not an answer for anything ever. So knock it off.
Yeah. I'm agreeing. I agree with that. In fact, I've taken everything I've done politically, I've taken it all off of my Facebook.
We are not born hating.
No.
It's a learned behavior.
Right. We are taught to hate. And if you're teaching your children to hate, then I'm sorry, you're a failure. That's the long and short of it.
That's like what no doctor can tell you actually whether you're gay or lesbian or what causes it. What I firmly believe in is that, like in your past life, like in my past life, I was a wild, bimbo, blonde. I loved all the men.
In your past life?
Yeah. Well, I still
Not
like
in
the
this
men. Well, and coming in liking the men from my past life, I believe it carried down through into my present life. I'd say with a woman who they might have been a man in their past life, and they really liked the men, and so they still carry that attribute to liking women.
No, we always carry something over from our past lives, but everybody's been both genders in
every
past
one of us.
lives. Every one of us. So,
I've always been a staging queen, honey. Never changing. One lady, I was at an event we just got through. One lady, she said, "You keep calling yourself a queen." I go, "I know, because I'm special." But she says, "But you're a man." I said, "Don't tell anybody, will you?" I mean, you have to know how to go with it. I've had people insult me, and it's all on it. One guy says, called this show, I don't know if you were on the air, and called me, he said, "One, the way you're acting would think you were gay." I go, "Oh, thank you, I'm happy all the time." I always tell people, and it took me a long time, Lori's been very instrumental in this, and it took me a long time. I could come out and say, I'm gay, but to finally accept it inside was a whole new story, That's like when I first started getting sober, I couldn't admit that I had a drinking problem. I could tell you I did, but it has to come within. Whatever we do in life, it has to come from within. What made you? I'm going to have you two do some talking to me right now. What made you to become a herbalist?
An herbalist?
Yeah.
The amount of medications out there that are damaging people. I know that herbs, even in our backyards, we clean our backyards, we treat our backyards. I don't personally, but there are herbs put out there for a reason. Things like thistle, blessed thistle, milkweed, wild lettuce. I mean, wild lettuce is a natural painkiller, and yet we go and mow it down. Dandelions.
Poison it.
Dandelions are great for your liver and your digestion. What do? We mow it over or we poison it.
I want you to write a book about the backyard herbs. I think that's such a great idea.
Because, things are put out there for us. That's the reason why, the powers that be put it there so we can survive. We can help ourselves this way. We were not meant to take synthetic, medications or chemicals or...
Exactly. And all those chemicals and synthetic medications just came about out of greed, not out of the greater good.
Correct.
And what I do love now, though, is science is now proving that dandelion's good for you, milk thistle's good for you. All these things that doctors and scientists for years said, "Oh, that's hokum, that's Now they're proving that it's true. Right. Just like meditation and Reiki and all those other things, they are now proving what we've been saying all along.
Right. And the proof to me was, the first few times that I worked with clients with them when they came back to me. Granted, they don't work right away. They're not medications. They don't mask anything. They heal the body. So, when the clients came to me and said, "I feel so much better. Thank you so much." It's all the proof that I need.
Right. Exactly. You see it working, and you're not damaging them in some other way. Like all those commercials where, "Oh, if you take this, you won't have this, but it might kill you, but you won't have this anymore." Well, How's that a trade-off?
It's going to damage your liver, so we're going to have to put you on medication for your liver and give you another whole list of side effects.
You might go blind, or you might have this other, or you might have a heart attack or a stroke, but hey, you won't have eczema anymore, so whatever, right? But herbs were completely different. And I always warn anybody, not that I do any of what you do, but I've always, when I taught health and wellness, I would tell people, it's not an instant fix.
No,
You
it's
have
not.
to give it time to get integrated into your body and work through. And I really have the utmost respect for you, for the things that you do. I mean, I know my naturopath, before she retired, changed my life in so many dramatic ways. And the very first thing she did was took me off all medication. It was the best thing I ever did.
That is one thing that we learn in school, though. We cannot be, where we're not medical doctors, we cannot tell them to stop. We can advise them, and we can
She was a
heal their
medical
bodies
doctor also.
enough so they can gradually get off those medications. In fact, I have somebody that just got off her heart medication because she's taking herbs now, and she hasn't had any problems since she started taking them, so the doctor took her off the herbs.
Oh,
But yeah, I mean, it's, and to go through a healing crisis as well. No, it's not that it's not working. You're going through a healing crisis because your body is healing,
that makes sense.
And you a miracle worker?
I personally don't want to say I'm a miracle worker. I get it through, spirit, and spirit helps them and gives them the tools, and
Right answer.
I'm just a conduit.
There you go.
How many times have we asked people that, and they get upset when because the one thing, if you say that you are a healer, you then be ready to heal the people or be opened up for a lawsuit. But like you just said, you're a tool or a vessel. What's that big word? Conduit?
Conduit.
Conduit? Oh, I'll have to learn that one.
You've said it before once or twice, but it's been a while.
Yeah. And when you do hypnosis, you're not you are a tool, right?
Right.
Okay. And like when she does, when you still do Reiki, right?
I do.
Okay. And you're like I am. We're all tools. We're not the healers. We are working to help you to heal yourself. Okay. So
The body heals itself. We
Right.
don't do it.
Right.
And obviously the Spirit says, you're going to show you how to do it. And by the way, folks, I do have a few more spots open. If there's anybody out there that are listening and they would like to become one of our vendors, we got healing. I listen to you, only 8 readers. Okay.
Thank you.
And I need like maybe 4 or 5 more vendors so that we can make the money for the Healing Paws, New Hampshire. And I do not, and consciously can say, I do not make money. Okay. The one thing that once they pay the vendor booth, all the money they make is theirs. Okay, I think that's fair. And we've had pretty good things. What was it, 2,200 last time?
Something wasn't it? No, the time before it was like 24, and then last time was like 22.
22. So, and
That was a free anyway.
the sad part is it was for the animals.
Yeah, it's always been for the animals.
Always will be for the, and the people that worked there, it broke my heart with the attitude that they had. But that's okay, because I got this one, And if there is any non-profit organization that wants to set up a table, give us a call. And, and say, okay, because it's free. I'll give you a space.
Right, for the nonprofits, right.
It has to be nonprofit only. And we are also pay. I'm excited. We have a groomer coming, and we will pay for once a month grooming.
If it's medically necessary.
Yeah, it has, right. If it's mentally, and the doctor says it needs that type of thing. We'll pay for teeth extract. We'll even pay for the boyfriends to be neutered if they need to be. Like
I thought you weren't going to do neutering.
Huh?
I thought you weren't going to do neutering.
Oh, well, no, I mean for the boyfriend, her boyfriend.
Oh, her boyfriend. Okay.
Oh, no, we're not paying for the spay. It's what they call it?
Spay or neuter.
Yeah, or neuter. No, there's so many organizations, and we are not helping other organizations like the Manchester Animal League.
Right. This is just for people.
Just for private
individual
people.
Who need help paying their vet bills.
Right.
Nothing's worse than when you get to that position where you have to either, go without eating for a month or get your beloved four-legged or, help. And we want you to not have to make that horrible
Right.
choice.
Right. And even though it saddens me to do this, if the doctor truly recommends euthanization, hey, that's another big word.
It is, and you
Yes,
said
it
it
is,
right.
We will pay for it.
Well,
I'm not going
sometimes
to
it's in
pay
the
for
best
them having
interest.
their ashes put into a box. We will pay to have the dog cremated or something like that. Because no dog, cat, we'll even do a rattlesnake if it needs to be, or if somebody
it's a
has a
beloved
pet
pet.
rat or whatever, it's your baby.
Right.
If you have a horse that needs something, obviously we're going to sit down and do it, unlimited how much we can help with, We will not ask for the money back because we can't. But we would ask, hopefully somebody in the kindness of their heart would pay so that so
Pay
we
it
can
forward.
help others,
Right.
And, but it's exciting. It's really, really a dream that is actually coming true. How many years I've dreamt it. You've heard me for 3 years.
Oh, yeah. As long as I've known you, we've been
Yeah.
talking about this.
Yeah.
I'm really proud of you.
Thank you. But it's not. I didn't do it alone.
No, no, you
It's
didn't.
it's my idea that's manifesting. My daughter-in-law makes all the advertisements, Scott, and the one that does all the paperwork for me. Elizabeth Miller, who is my treasurer, Kate started helped me get the ball rolling, and Jane Michaud, but there was a disagreement between Kate and I, but that's not here and there. Okay. And then I got Caitlin Russell, who was the secretary. She's all excited. Then I got, of course, my friend Shelley Greenglass, who's going to be the. I'm excited.
You got her whole name right this
Yes,
time.
I did. Gosh.
You've been remembering a lot of names today, which is really,
Yeah, it was
it's not our time.
unusual, And I just had, and then I got, what's her name? I got her somewhere. Lisa Savage, I just met her. Airhead, boy, talk about an airhead. She is definitely out there left an airhead, but she's a great animal communicator. And in fact, we're going to have all the people the week before, or the Wednesday before the show. I'm going to have all the people who are volunteering to come on the show. We're going to talk about it.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good.
How many other events offer free popcorn?
Very few.
Or free hot dogs if they want. Well,
Very few.
hopefully they'll be donated. I want to be unique. I want to be different. I don't want to be not normal. You go in and you do this, you pay for that, you pay for this, you pay for no. That isn't what it's all about. More people will come if you do and ask for donations at set prices. That's the way I believe. And we're going to be setting a GoFundMe, I think it's called.
GoFundMe page?
GoFundMe page, And we'll always have that donation button there, so, my goal is, I can't say, okay, I won't. Spirit just said, don't set a goal.
Right.
Because
Because you're limiting yourself
right, and I don't want to do
when
that.
you do that.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a dog?
Well, I'm divorced, and we had a dog together, and he lets me, go visit the dog sometimes to walk it. I haven't seen her in a while, a few months, but
Are you okay with that?
I have to go see the dog.
I'm sorry?
I have to go see the dog.
I actually see you getting a dog, or that one.
Oh, no, and so I live with my cousin, and she has dogs that I take care of.
Oh, that's right, she dogs.
So that may be what you're picking up on, the 2 dogs that I live
Right.
with.
Okay.
And-
But you're actually good with them dogs.
Yeah, really good.
I have to tell you, your dog is very happy.
Oh, the dog that was with my husband?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah, he really. Does she miss you, or he, or one of them?
She.
She misses you, yes. And she's excited when she sees you.
Yeah.
Okay. But he takes very good care.
Yeah, he does. He does.
He really loves that dog.
Mhm.
Okay. And that dog loves him too. So, in all actuality, I don't mean that. Please don't think I'm being cruel when I say that your dog is in the right place.
It's good.
Because you
I
could
believe
not
it.
have emotionally handled it, nor could you have actually afforded to have your own apartment and have the dog with you. Does
That's
that make
absolutely
sense?
true, yes.
Do I see you getting full custody? Maybe in another 2 years.
Nah.
But I think it's good the way it is.
Yep.
Because I do see you with your own pet.
Okay. I have a cat, but
That cat loves you, huh?
yes.
Pretty clingy, huh?
Very.
And wants to make sure you're not going to get rid of your cat. Your cat.
Oh, I'm not going to get
you
rid
have
of
to
it.
reassure that cat.
Okay, you're right on
And
that
they
for
want
sure.
to so remember, when we get the thing going and you need to have help with the vet, we'll have to let you know.
Okay.
And the vet will call us and we'll call them.
Okay.
You know. See, the one thing that we claim, like, listen to your idea, is we're not going to give the person, oh yeah, okay, the money, we're going to have the vet call us and then we will pay, okay, through that way, because you know and I know too many people would take advantage. And then somebody could be represented and they could actually be from an organization and not being honest with us, you know. So, there's still a lot of things that we have to work out, the legal aspects of it. God, everything takes time and money.
Sure does.
One thing I've learned about it is being patient. You know,
Which is not an easy thing for you.
no, it isn't. I'm a triple Leo, so that, you know. But we are planning, like, we're planning to go back to Gauchos. We did really well there.
Yeah.
We only had it there for, what, 4 hours?
Yeah.
Yeah, right after the TV show.
Right, yeah. It wasn't all that long, but
we
it was
made
nice.
about $300. We had an auction.
Yeah,
And
we had a nice auction.
You know, the flute, we got 200 for that. I think it
Yeah.
was 100 that. So, you like Brazilian food?
I don't think I've ever really had Brazilian food.
Oh, they're so good at Gauchos. They had a place in Nashville. I think he sold it.
No, I don't know.
He didn't listen to what I told him.
Yeah.
You know, we give him advice, and you know, this is pretty cool. This came from Priya. Remember this? Okay. And this came from Germany by the same lady who gave you this and this.
Ah.
And her daughter, that you know, Suzanne, the one that took care of the money and stuff, her daughter just won a scholarship to Vienna to go to college.
Nice.
She's in the high opera.
Yes.
So it's pretty cool when you see all these people that are really good. And Matt, he made the camera a couple times.
Yeah.
Okay, he's in the Air Force now.
Good. Good
Yeah,
for
so-
him.
I love seeing the way people change their lives around, don't you? I don't be afraid. I have to really. Okay, I'll tell her. Don't be afraid to be loved.
Okay.
Okay, not everybody was like your louses. I mean, not everyone's like your ex-husband. Okay, do you understand what I mean by that?
I
Right?
think
I'm
so,
not
yeah.
going to go into detail, but it's okay to be loved. But you have to look in the mirror and say, I am loved and I am aware. And you have to say, you know what? It's okay for me to be who I am. You are also the type of person nobody is ever going to really know the real you, only what you want them to know.
Okay.
And I think that's a good thing. You're the same way. People, you know, you're not. In other words, you have nothing to hide. But if they go, well, what are you gonna do this or that or this or that? You know what? They don't need to.
Right.
You also.
Oh,
right?
I see what he's saying.
Sometimes you talk too much.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Though. Okay, you gotta pull it.
Yeah, sometimes that does happen.
Yeah. And what's the name of your book?
It is We Can Save Her, Mother Earth, Climate
Yeah.
Change and Us.
Okay, and if they want to purchase it.
Amazon. Amazon's the best place to go.
Okay.
It's available in book or Kindle.
You better make sure you have a lot on order because I have a feeling this book is gonna go really well.
Well, Amazon creates them on,
Yeah.
demand, so
But I mean, I have a feeling you're gonna be successful with it.
I'm gonna trust you
Okay.
on that one.
You have to believe in the spirit, okay? Just like your jewelry, you're going to do really well with that too. I'm not going to tell you. I actually see there's something about a horseshoe type necklace that you're making. It's going to have emeralds and diamonds in them, okay? And there's something about like a gold chain that you'll have around it. That's going to be. I know everybody says, "Oh, we all make gold horseshoes, right?" But something about yours.
I never
is-
made a horseshoe.
I wasn't saying.
We all
I
make
talked to a
gold.
lot of jewelry makers.
Oh, okay.
But there's something about this that's going to be really unique. Because there's going to be like a little pearl in the center of the horse. You know how the horseshoe shaped like this, you know, and you know what I mean, like almost like a little crystal in the middle of it, you know, which will be unique and will really be blessed.
Cool.
Okay. So now she's going to go home and draw the plan for it. You got 4 cavities.
I probably do.
You got to start taking care of yourself better.
I agree with that. Sometimes I do really, really well, and then I have a month or two where those of us that do help with others sometimes
Isn't it-
neglect ourselves.
Isn't it
yeah.
true? You know, it's so true. We're great at telling other people how to do things. Then I have to look in the mirror and say, and that says, you're telling them. What about you? Wendy got me into the mirror. You know Wendy.
Oh, yeah,
Stevens, right?
I
You
do.
know Wendy Stevens?
The name
She's
sounds
from
familiar, but I
Gloucester. She used
don't.
to run the farmers market. And all the so-called readers, boy, they were really mean to her. And when she was upset with me, and then also she'd come back, and she's a great person.
She is a great
And she
person.
loves what she does, you know. Now, I think she works for UNH or something like that now, so. And she really is very much into organic foods and stuff.
Yes,
like
she
that,
is.
yeah. Okay. You two would get along. Actually, I may even tell her, Facebook, you two.
Sure.
You two would work really great together, wouldn't they?
They would make a good team.
Did your mother pass?
No.
Is she not well?
She's well.
Really?
Mhm.
Okay. How about
Last
emotionally?
time I saw her, she was fine.
Yeah.
How about emotionally?
Emotionally, yeah, she's doing good.
I don't know why I'm hitting on you and something like that, but how old is she?
65.
65. There's something about her emotional. I'm not sure what it is, but it told me to tell you to keep an eye on your mother.
Okay.
Are you close to your mom?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She's learning to understand what you do,
Mhm.
and that's a good thing. Were you spoiled?
No.
So everything you've had to work very hard for. Doesn't that make you feel better?
Yes.
It's like everything you've had to work very hard
Yes,
for.
sir.
Were you spoiled? Would you want to be? I mean, as a
I'm
child-
spoiled now, but as a
Right.
child, no. I was actually the black sheep in my family. So.
Me too.
Mm.
I grew up on my own, and my dad. But if we were so spoiled, would we be where we are today?
Probably not.
Probably not.
You know, I had a vision how my mom lived and my dad in the closet, and I didn't like what I saw. I cannot picture me working in a factory. I cannot picture me getting my nails broke and all that.
Not
Can you
you,
picture
not
me
you,
working?
princess. No.
Oh no! Oh my God! Or being straight, you know.
But you tried that. You gave that a
Yeah.
shot anyway.
I did give it a try. I did try to go straight, and for 14 years, the only thing that was so blessed to come out of that was my son.
But
And he's-
and what you learned was you are who you are,
That's
and
right.
stop trying to live a lie.
And that's it. Now I love who I am. I
That's
don't have to drink it, hide behind the bottle, and try to accept who I was. Now I can be who I am.
Mhm.
You know.
That's the most important
That's
thing in
important.
life is to love yourself.
Yes.
Right. I am rich. Maybe I may not be financially rich, but you know what? I'm rich in many other ways.
Mm.
You know, I'm a great partner.
You do.
Very spoiled. You wouldn't know that, right? You don't know.
You spoiled?
Yeah. He brings my coffee in the morning for me. He takes the dog out. He'll bring me a cup of coffee, and now he'll make a sandwich for me, make up my bed. I am very blessed and very
You're
fortunate.
loved.
I am very loved. And we don't always show it to each other, or speak it out. I don't think you have to,
You know,
It depends
you,
on the
you
person.
don't. I mean, because you do nice things for each other.
Yeah.
You're there for each other. You're always demonstrating it.
Yeah.
So you don't need those overt actions.
I think when you overly do it, like the one thing that I do believe in is that, oh, I love you, honey, on the way out the door. It's so easily said, don't you agree? Because I used to say that to my ex-wife, and then she'd kiss me, when she wasn't looking, because I don't like kissing to begin with. Ugh, I don't even like to be touched, But
Touch him, Jody. I dare.
my son and I have become a lot closer. I think kissing, swap, and tongue, that's the most disgusting thing in the world.
And I could not disagree more.
And you're the same way,
I
right?
am, yes.
God, you said that.
Yeah, but you're
something wrong
swapping
with
each
me?
other's spit. Wouldn't it be,
His fluids
I
and
have
my
what they
fluids.
call, I have a detached personality,
Okay.
and then that's okay. Scott and I have a good understanding about it, But yet a lot of the people who, oh, I love you, honey, or they give you a hug and stuff, as soon as they get out, they're going out with I'm not saying all people, don't misunderstand that. But isn't love a lot of times so easily said and not really carried through?
That's why they say it's those little things that count.
Right.
Those little
Actions speak louder than words.
Yes.
Okay. Like smack them in the head, that shows them they love them,
But
like a deal tradition.
To the point I think you were making a little bit ago, a few minutes ago, the people who overly do it,
Yeah.
mink coats, fancy cars, big houses, they're not doing the personal things. It's
No.
the small personal things that make the big difference.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's what you want to look for in a relationship. Anybody can be bought, right?
Per se.
And you
yeah.
can say, I love you because I shower you with all this stuff. Meanwhile, you're, with the girl
Neighbor's
down the
wife
street,
or
right, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Right, it's the small things that let you know if somebody really loves you.
Mm-hmm. It's that bringing of the coffee in the morning,
Right.
or in my case, bringing me a bag of gummy bears every once in a while because he knows I love gummy bears. It's those really small, tiny
It is,
Right.
And how Scott put up last month, I don't know how he put up with me.
I don't know how Scott's put up with you at all this
I
time.
know.
He's a saint. I mean,
Oh, that poor guy. Someone going right. Unfortunately, I don't know. I really don't know how we put him. That's why I think we love each other because of that. And people don't. Love isn't man and woman. Love is for everybody. Children.
Mm-hmm.
And show your with your children. You love your children.
I love my
And I
children.
you love your son, even though he's aggravating it.
Well, at times, yeah. But kids,
Kids are.
And my son and I have actually gotten a lot closer. And there were times, he went along, he had a loony bin or whatever. But he had a hard time accepting who I am. Because back in the 70s, 60s and 70s, you couldn't be gay. You couldn't do this.
I don't
and
think
that.
he ever had a problem accepting you for who you were. He had a problem being the son
Yeah.
of who you were because
neighbor,
he got a lot of backlash.
Yeah. But now he's got this thing going now. Now he's smoking all the meat, and like that. And I'm doing a lot of. You can do a lot of things with your children if you want to. You do a lot of things with your son.
not as much as I'd like.
Besides using a baseball bat.
No, I haven't thought that far ahead yet.
No.
No, I'd really like him to pretty much just step up and
He's doing his
live
thing.
his own life.
And he will be. He lives at home with you.
Mm-hmm.
And you've got a privilege for another 3 to 4 more years.
That's good to know. So after 4 more years, I can kick him out. Then.
Right. But that's your
Physically.
fault.
Norm said, your time's up, get out.
Physically kick him out. Yeah.
But then you would feel
I'm
guilty.
kidding, Danny.
Yeah. But then you would feel guilty,
Of course I would.
He and your husband get along really well, don't they?
For the most
I mean,
part,
I'm
yes.
not saying they don't have disagreements, because, men, like
Yep.
that,
No,
too.
for the most part, yes.
That's like, I love my son dearly, but I know we could not live together, And I'm telling you, I'm telling you, there's someone that and I'm telling you that either is related to you distantly or whatever. I don't know, this is coming back, meaning when it's something about that, someone that you may know or something has throat cancer. And I also know, because you're very empathetic, hey,
Nice
another
job.
word.
Nice job. Yeah.
That you will deal with the people and you will sense who it is. And you will be able to tell them to go get it checked. This guy that was on our show last week, he would tell me how when he goes into a house or he does work, he takes in all the energies from the spirits instead of grounding himself. And I looked at him and go, whoa.
That is incredibly, not only just dangerous, but irresponsible.
It really is, because not only is he endangering himself, he's endangering the people around.
Right. I mean, he can still feel those spirits, but
Oh,
he
yeah.
doesn't need to take them on.
Mm-mm.
Well, he says, I guard myself within. I said, do you ground yourself? No. He does say he protects his people that are with him. And I said, that doesn't matter. Because I made that mistake. I forgot to ground myself, and I had a lady come in that had throat cancer. And I took all her symptoms, and I literally ended up going to the bathroom and getting rid of all of it.
Mhm.
Nothing but green slime and bile come out of it. So then, and my angel said, did you learn a lesson? And I told him, I said, you got a lot to learn in life. When you fall down, you're going to need someone to pick you up.
That actually happens a lot. A lot of people will have the symptoms of somebody they
Yeah.
love or something and think that there's something wrong with them. And then
Yeah.
they go to the doctor and the doctor's like, oh, it's all in your head. No, it's in the vibrational energy field.
Right.
Especially if you're twins.
Mm.
Yeah. Or if you're very close to someone, like if your daughter or your grandchildren were sick, you would know it right away. They call it mother's intuition, they call it psychic ability.
Mhm.
Or if you have a family like your mother, you know when your mother's not doing well, okay?
Mhm.
So you will feel her energy. Okay, and then that's when it's important that you call. Likely you know you when your son's not doing well or your husband.
Mhm.
Okay. Even Brian, you can tell when he's not doing well.
Yeah.
He's a cool dude.
Yeah, he's a good kid.
He really is. I would never pick on him.
Never.
No.
Of course not.
No. I think I got him blushing. I said, now you're going to wear a thong when you're going to work? Well, I don't think they would accept that. You know. Now, he's a partner, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. He really is a nice kid. And
Yeah.
I really,
No,
and I,
he's a good kid.
he really is. But he is a kid that is a very lonely young man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's afraid to. He got hurt in a relationship. From what his energy is and what I was told.
Mm-hmm.
Now he doesn't trust anybody.
No.
And how sad that is, because there are a lot of people out there. He's a nice-looking young man, and he could pick up a hot-looking lady anytime. You know. You're not in a relationship right now, but there's a guy that has a lot of love and respect for you.
Mm-hmm.
You're not allowing yourself to be loved.
Okay.
Okay, does that make sense to you? You agree?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Look in the mirror, naked, honey. Naked. Oh yeah. Your clothes are blocking the true energy.
Are you meaning this like literally?
Yes, he does.
Literally.
Because
Okay.
we've talked about this before.
Yeah, many times.
Because you can't hide behind anything
Mhm.
if you're looking at yourself naked. You have to actually see yourself.
I don't mean with any kind of sexual content or anything like that.
Right, right.
I don't care if you weigh 300 pounds. I don't care if you weigh whatever. I tell everybody, look in the mirror and you say, I am beautiful inside. I am beautiful outside. And I love me for who I am. Not what I am, but who I am.
Okay.
And then you say, I am a winner.
Okay.
I do that when I start teaching. I teach everybody that, okay? Because I think I had to learn this. My little Scottish lady, she was sort of about maybe 4 foot tall at the most. And she grabbed me right there. I go, what are you doing? She said, get over to that mirror. I go, why? She said, now, take those clothes off. You know? And she said, do it. I go, yes, ma'am. And then that's how I started to learn how to love myself. She Kathy Taylor isn't going to be coming this year either.
No.
And I'm so heartbroken. She's good. She does spiritual handwriting. You know what that is?
No, I've never actually even heard of that one.
Really?
Automatic writing,
automatic
where she
writing,
channels
yeah.
from spirit.
Oh,
Just-
okay. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I've
I'll
heard
have
of
a
that.
copy.
I've
Yeah.
never heard it in those terms.
Right.
Yeah. Sometime I'll show you how. I've been so blessed with so many different gifts. I really have. I do my own Reiki energy. You have so many gifts that you're blessed with that you don't
Absolutely.
need. And there's so many, we were can be mind-boggling at times. You have a lot of gifts. Don't hold yourself back. Please.
Okay.
Anytime you have any questions, I'm there. I will Facebook me.
Okay.
And I will get back to you.
You are always there on
Yeah.
Facebook. Yeah.
Yeah, and you as well. When you feel down, I will know. And I tell kids outside, I said, you better be good at school today. Oh, yeah? And one mother thanked me, and this is about 5-6 years ago. And I go, she said, you know how you told my son that you would know what he's doing in school? Yeah. He got so nervous that the teacher could not believe how well he would behave and how he brought up his report card. So I never said it. And he said, I've been good today, Norm. I said, that's good to hear. Remember, I'll know. Oh, I can't do that poking in the eye anymore. I
No.
told you what happened on that. didn't
Yeah,
I?
you haven't been able to do that
No.
for years. I can tell you not
Yeah.
to-
My favorite thing was that little boy went and did that to his mother.
Uh-oh.
So I had to make amends with that in a hurry. And I have to tell everybody, I can't turn the kids upside down anymore. And Lauren go right there, and something like that,
There will be his
So,
email
Too
for the
many
nasty
people
letters.
really, people will really take that serious. And I had to remember I couldn't do that anymore. So what I can say, if your child is acting up, try to find out why.
It's a
Yes,
good
there
advice.
is a reason.
It's a really
There
good
has to be
advice.
give
Piece
him a
of
hug,
advice.
not a bat in the head. Give him a
Yeah.
hug, If he's acting out, it has to be a reason.
Right.
Maybe it's medication that psychologist and the psychiatrist gave to him to make him out like that. Or maybe you have a lot of voice. Maybe the child is sensitive. I'm not going to tell you the child is going to be perfect. But I do an ABC. You know what that is, right? You remember teaching it, the antidote, the behavior, and the consequences. I was taught that when I was taking courses, okay? And I also will tell people, you know what? There has to be a child. I think too many teachers are asked to be babysitters. They're trying to teach their children how to learn, read, write, arithmetic, but now they're being used as babysitters instead of teaching.
Mm-hmm.
Your daughter's a teacher, right?
She is.
And I bet she's agreeing with me, you know. I don't think...
Majority of those children are on medications,
Yeah,
too.
and
That's why,
yeah.
you know, the artificial sugars and the toxic chemicals in our foods and in our products. This is what's happening to our children.
Yeah.
But what kills me is the people whose kids are on medication for behavioral issues, feeding them junk
Yes.
and sugar and all these chemicals. I'm like, why do you think your child needs to be on meds? Just stop feeding them the junk. Well, they like it. No, you taught them to like it.
Right.
They
Kid-
feed it to them. They don't
Right.
just teach them, they feed it to them.
Right.
They want them to eat it, which is weird. And then they
Exactly.
act out.
Right.
And then they want to spank them.
Yes, exactly.
Hey, what do you say in a month all fours get back
do
together and
it.
talk about stuff like that? What do you think?
Oh,
If you're not busy.
yeah, right. Yeah,
I
yeah.
have to
Give
check
me a
on your
date. Let me
schedule.
see. Yeah.
This is cool because we're actually kids. You know what? I'm to be loved.
Yes.
Then to be hugged. I'm a child. I don't like being hugged, but that's okay, you know.
Well, that's probably
That's
because
what
you didn't have
I
a
never
lot of
had.
hugging
Yeah,
when you were
right,
a kid.
You know. Were you hugged a lot as a child?
Not particularly,
But
but
you knew
not.
your family
I wasn't
loved you.
neglected in that way,
No.
but for the most part, I would. Not particularly a lot, no.
No. How about you?
No.
No.
I know I'm a little bit like you. I don't really like to be touched. I mean, my boyfriend, all he wants. But as far as anybody else goes, I don't like to be hugged. I don't like to be touched.
I cannot see
I
the
hug
sense
you all the
of
time.
sitting there on the
She's
couch.
probably like, oh god, not again.
No, I mean,
Yeah.
I've with you
She's
and me,
gotten
we
used
know
to
we-
me.
We know each
You know,
other
and
now,
that's-
so it's
and
not
I
like,
hug when
Yeah.
we
you know,
when
I'm
Lori
not
and
talking
got,
about, just meeting
Yeah,
somebody
right.
or.
I cannot understand somebody sitting on a couch trying to watch TV, and you got this male or female laying all over you, cuddling up, and look, I'm busy. I want to watch TV. Get over there. I don't
No,
understand.
then your
that.
priorities are messed up.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, your priorities are way messed up.
Are you a
Different
cuddler?
love. A cuddler?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We know you and Bruce are. We already know that. Are
Hey.
you a cuddler with your boyfriend?
Sometimes.
Do you cuddle and eat popcorn?
I don't eat popcorn that often.
Scott has his chair. I have my chair.
There's nothing wrong with that.
But that's what works for us.
Yeah.
Right, if it works
Yeah.
for
You
you.
know?
Yeah, different.
Whatever works for anyone. I will never discourage it. Like I can see people swapping tongues, but you know what? It is however they want to do it. You know, there are many ways. Like you said, I was never hugged and cuddled when I was a child
Right,
growing
so
up.
it's
you
foreign
know.
still to you.
And after 4 marriages, probably that's why I had 4 marriages, because I never hugged and cuddled them,
Probably.
and I never swapped tongues with them.
Probably.
But I have found my niche in life. You know,
Right.
I'm happy in the way it is. And I want you to be so happy. Do you sing at all?
I sing a lot,
does.
yes.
She's
Good. I bet you have a
amazing.
good voice.
She is amazing.
Thank you.
That's right.
She is amazing.
I want you to learn to sing when you come on the show.
Oh god.
I am going to
Just
give you
pretend
that
it's karaoke.
challenge.
Okay.
I think that's a fair challenge.
It's a challenge for sure. I don't just sing unless it's like
I'm
time.
challenged.
That's a challenge.
I'm telling you, as a challenge, when you're ready, they say, come on, or whenever you're ready, I want to. Do you do like, the answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind?
She used to be in a band,
Huh?
right?
You used to be in a band?
Yeah, I sing in bands if they want me to sing, and I have been in a few.
Keep it up.
What? Keep it up? Yes, I'll keep it up.
Keep it up.
She's an
Dress-
amazingly gifted woman.
She has so
Amazing.
much talent.
She does.
You're a beautifully hearted lady.
Thank you.
Any man, maybe I'll go straight when I doubt him, but any man, yeah,
Not
any
with me, she
man
won't, but okay, you keep
is,
going.
I would say, should be honored to be in love with you.
Absolutely, I agree.
Thank you. I'll take
But
it.
you are never, I don't ever want to hear you being a doormat again.
Okay.
You were, weren't you?
Depends on how you look at it.
You waited on this man hand and foot?
No.
No. He waited on you?
No.
Did you just outgrow each other?
My last relationship, we were never compatible. So the way you were talking about love language is how I would say it.
Yeah.
We didn't have the same love language. And I also think he had a lot of trauma he didn't really face.
You got to also do what I told her. I want you to learn to have more confidence. How can you sell or convince someone that they're by if you don't have the confidence in yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Lori has a lot of confidence now, but she learned it the hard way. She
I
taught
did learn it
herself.
the hard way.
You did?
I absolutely did learn it the hard way.
And that sometimes that's how we have to learn it.
How do you learn confidence the hard way?
I used to be a mouse. I mean, literally, I would not say a word to
Oh,
anybody.
okay, I see.
I dressed very drab, and I just like a little tiny little mouse. You
Okay.
would never know I was there.
I'm guilty of that too.
And then
Me too.
my life was horrible.
And so eventually you're like,
And
I can't do it.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I cannot do this anymore.
Gotcha.
I can't live like this. I literally would be better off dead than living like this.
That makes
and I
sense.
just had to
Be you.
put my big girl panties on and bust out of that shell, and that's what I did.
And
And
then
Bruce
come
went,
easy. Yeah.
Oh, this is when you were married.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
But
I used
we're
to,
good.
I used to hide behind the refrigerator. At one time, if you said boo, I'd run and hide. People think that because I'm outgoing now, I own this TV show a lot of that, but people used to think that I was out. Yeah, I've always been kind of like, I was a class clown or whatever, but when I got home, I always hid behind the refrigerator. Or when my father would bring his drunken buddies over, so they, and stuff like that, I would immediately hide behind the refrigerator and go up because of my lip is all surgery done. I had my nose that would rub down like that. My lip was this way, and people, literally, even my old dad would call me feeble-minded and stuff. But you know what? Every one of us can prove we are different to what our family think we are. It's all up to us as an individual to make something better of ourselves. Okay.
Right. I mean, how many people told you you'd be nothing in life? And you went to nursing school. You became a nurse.
Yep.
You were incredibly successful at that.
Yep.
I mean, any of us can overcome. We
Any
just
barrier.
have to.
I overcame alcohol, and now look what I'm doing now. People from Laconia I had talked to, they cannot believe that I have my own TV show. That's how bad of a drunk I was.
Wow.
Okay, spent 3 different nights in jail overnight for being drunk, and stuff. But that's all behind me. I don't have to worry about it anymore. And when I actually walked from Derry, New Hampshire to Manchester in November, and I said, oh my God, I can't take this anymore. And I left a good paid nursing job, and I walked away from everything. My ex-lover, I just figured out, was 23 years younger than I was at the time. I didn't know he was in crack, and he didn't pay the rent and all that, but that's okay. I had to, every one of us have had to, one time, a different form of hit rock bottom. You've had to hit rock bottom.
Mm-hmm.
You've had to hit rock. We all have. And that's when we start building ourselves back up. I ate at the shelter, and I was very grateful for the food. People still made fun of it. I still have a pair of moccasins that this one lady gave me 23 years ago. And to her, it was just a pair of moccasins. But to me, thank you, to me, it was just the beginning of a whole new life. And I'll always cherish that lady. Okay. Well, folks, I want to thank you for coming on. The time went by fast,
It
as
always
usual.
does.
I'm going to look forward to you coming back on again when we'll check it out.
Yeah,
okay?
definitely.
A little bit different, huh? But no,
Not really.
But did you enjoy being a co-host?
I did.
No, we'll have you back on as a co-host.
Sure.
I'm not sure if I want a regular co-host. No one can ever take your place. Just to let you know. One of a kind, obviously. And I want to thank you for coming. You were a co-host one time, too, right? Yeah.
Yes.
So I want to thank all of you for coming back on, and I want everybody come to the Haley Pause, New Hampshire event on October 20th. Do yourself a favor, because someday it could be one of your pets that needs to go to a vet, and you may not have the money. Okay? And everybody remember, every day, folks, you are the winner. Have a great day.